And how are we? Should have cleared my throat before I started that. Hello, hi. Hi. Smooth start as usual. How you all doing? You right? I'm doing alright. I think I'm starting to adjust to my keto diet. I'm feeling pretty good today. Feeling much more energetic than I was. Did wake up with a pretty bad headache, but that seems to have been caffeine withdrawal because I didn't have much caffeine yesterday, so my body was punishing me for it this morning. So as soon as I had one coffee, it was like, yeah, you're fine. Painkillers didn't do the trick, but one coffee did, so still addicted to caffeine, it seems. But my addiction to sugars and carbs seems to be ebbing. So, obviously, back in Minecraft today. How you doing, Izzy? Thank you very much for the sub, by the way, while I was preparing to start the stream. Message read, "Rude, Blunty is rude. I had just closed my Minecraft for a couple of hours, but of course now I have to play along." Yes, of course you have to play along. Hands up in the chat. Who can watch a Minecraft streamer and not feel tempted to play along? I can't. So yes, thank you very much for the tier 2 sub, 27 months in a row. Get some double love in the chat, please. Twice as many hearts and stuff as you would normally do for a sub because it's a tier 2 sub. And Izzy doesn't have to do that. She's extra kind and generous. Happy Sunday, bunch. Thank you. Yeah, it's a decent Sunday so far. Like I said, we're back in Minecraft. Back in the old Bedrock world. As the sun comes up. Because we have to finish this world off. I do plan to start a new world. Back in Java edition. Once the... Where'd you go? There you are. Once the currently in snapshotty version comes out. What is it, 1.14? I keep forgetting what the version numbers are. But yeah, once that comes out, we'll start a new world in Java. Because while I love how well Bedrock works, I do not love some of the screwing with the mechanics they've done in Bedrock. Specifically, things like mob spawning. Mob farms and stuff are just, they're always such a pain in the ass. Even the iron farm. Although, that said, they are changing the way village mechanics work. So mob farms like this won't work anymore anyway, because villages are based off beds, not doors, in the new mechanics. So maybe we can stick with Bedrock. Oh, damn it. I'd already made up my mind, and now the curveball, I've just realized. I mean, hostile mob spawning is still a pain in the ass, but that's not something we can't get around. I mean, as long as we find mob spawners, that's fine. But it's mostly stuff like squid spawning only in oceans instead of maybe putting a pool of water anywhere. But then again, we don't need black ink that much. And of course, we have the new flowers coming where we can get black dye from. We don't need to rely on squids anymore. Oh my gosh. Maybe we can stick with Bedrock and still get the lovely, lovely performance and sort of the cleaner, smoother look and the super duper graphics pack if that winds up arriving this year and stuff like that. Spawners are easier in Java though. Yeah, but you know, the spawners we have here in this Bedrock version, they work fine. I've got all the spider web and the bone meal and the zombie flesh I could ever want. Again, they don't work quite as well as the Java ones do, but they work well enough for a single player world like this. Damn, I'm going to have to put some thought into that. Because the joy of Java is, of course, we still get to play with some mods if we decide to. Like light level mods and stuff like that I quite especially like. So I can tell when something is dangerous. Just think how it's going to bulk up. Yeah, exactly. There's no perfect version of Minecraft. Oh, let's see if we can actually ride these horses yet. No. Because last time we played Bedrock Edition, I got all frustrated. I tried to build a stable, and then I couldn't actually ride my horses. Nope. Still can't ride the skeleton horses anymore. Don't know why they changed that, but it's shitty. I just got holes full of horses I can't move properly anymore. I don't know what these leaves are doing here. Why are there leaf blocks here? Was I growing trees and forgot to harvest these ones down? No, they're not attached to a tree. Are they not dissolving because they're next to these blocks? That should be right. Leaves should only happen to the tree they spawned with. I don't know what's going on. How long has Bedrock been out? Year and a half, I think. Well, actually, on Switch, it's been out for a year and a half. Which is where this world started. I've got it moved over to the Windows 10 by the moment. But yeah, Bedrock has been around for as long as the Windows 10 version has been around, really. Because the Windows 10 version was based on Pocket Edition, which evolved into Bedrock. So I guess as long as the Pocket Edition has been around, you can call that Bedrock Edition, really, although it wasn't called that. Oh yeah, that's the other issue with Bedrock, isn't it? The redstone. Although, you know, redstone works correctly in Bedrock. It's never worked properly in Java, apparently. It's never worked the way they want it to work in Java, so they say. Now I've got to remember my sorting system here. It looks like I'm all out of spiderweb room. Oh, that's right. Yeah, last time we played, we also found out my shulker boxes got bleached for no reason whatsoever, except that Minecraft is buggy. So the plan today, as the title of the stream suggests, is we're going to build a new blog. Every world needs a blog before we leave it. So that's what we're starting on today. And I think I want to make this the biggest blog yet. An enormo blog. And I think I might want to build it over here, on top of this little ridge. Possibly back there on that little mountain, because that's halfway between where we live and where we spawned. There's that little island there, although I don't think that's quite big enough for a blog of the scale I'm thinking of. Because I'm thinking like 32 across these chests, 32 blocks. Nice divisible number. There's that space there as well. I don't think that's a good blog spot. And there's also here, but this isn't really big enough either, not by a long shot. Yeah, that's the other thing that I hate about the Bedrock Edition. This was supposed to be a slime farm. I checked the coordinates and everything using an online checker thing, and it's just... Wait, it's... Ah! My slime farm is actually spawning slime! We dug this out... I mean, we've streamed for weeks and weeks and weeks with this whole never once spawning a slime, and now it started again. So maybe there was a bug they fixed in the most recent update. Ah! Okay, well I guess we need to build a blog and finish the slime farm. Just make it functional. I'm not going to be in the world long enough to use it, but we should finish. Are you switching versions or worlds? Both. We're waiting for the new version of Minecraft to drop. Starting a new world. We should also fix up the village before we go as well. It's all...
Blog.
Blog. Dispassionate blog. Alright, so we've probably got 2 or 3 streams worth of stuff to do before we're ready to call this world closed, which is good, because I think we're going to need that. I don't know how far away the 1.14 is, but I'm not expecting it like next weekend or anything like that. So thank you very much, Skull Kid Ray, coming in with $10. And just a refresher reminder for those new around here, we get a little gimmick in the graveyard here. It's any tips and cheers above a certain threshold, you get your own grave, and as you repeat donate, if you choose to do so, you get more and more blocks on top. And Skull Kid Ray over there likes to be big. Let's grab those so I can have something to build up on. Otherwise I'm not going to reach. I'm being a bit clumsy with the way I'm dragging items around because... Oh wait, we'll leave the stake till we get to the top so we can have a respect stake. The old drag and drop stuff works slightly differently between Java and Bedrock, and the way you release the mouse to drop the item and things like that. And of course we've been playing modded Minecraft most recently, so my old mouse and keyboard habits are back in Java again. Boink! Thank you very much, and wait for it. Respect stake! 2 respect stakes. I can't believe that slime farm is working again. Well, not again, but for the first time. That hole has just been sitting there empty for just so long. I was like, this is supposed to be slime chunks. Why aren't slime spawning? And suddenly they are, because... Just because F me. So if the slime... You know, I bet you the iron farm is broken again now. This thing always flips back and forth on whether or not it decides to work. I bet you it's broken now. Sounds like we've still got villagers up there, so nothing's happened to those. Let's grab all of this stuff out and see if we get any. Can I not do all of them? See? Shift click stop. Alright, so any thoughts on where we should put Blarg? And I'm thinking Blarg should be a drowned zombie in this world as well. Yeah, we've got plenty of prismarine stuff to carve him out of, although we could use some more dark. Let me have a look. I've got a little picture of a drowned. So we need basically greens and browns for a drowned. We do most of the greens out of prismarine stuff, and brown we can do out of maybe dirt or maybe even red sand. Or maybe even a bit of granite. Yeah, granite might work. High texture. Yeah, alright. Let's sleep. Is there an underwater place where we can put them? Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of room in the ocean, but I don't want him there. I want him to be clearly visible. I suppose we could put him poking out of the water. Like in this pool here. Don't think there's really enough room down here. There we go, there's a drowned example for us.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Warning to Blunty, the work thing means I now have monies again.
Be responsible with your money, Izzy. Like, yeah, exactly, like he's swimming up to me. Like we just saw the drowned just then. They don't want to come under the surface at daytime because they'll burn. They can poke their heads up, though. Oh, sorry, I left that thing up way too long. That was obnoxious. Alrighty, let's get Izzy a Bissalappy. I'll grab those again so I can build up. Wait, where did I put Izzy again? Oh, there you are. Right near the door. Gate. So now I've got to rememorize where everyone's grave is. Thank you. Oh, they've slowed down the duck again. They've slowed down the squat animation. So I can't do the little jiggly anymore. God damn it. Stop changing things back and forth. They make a change and they reverse the change, and they reverse the reversal of the change, and then they reverse it back, and nothing ever stays consistent. It drives me batty. Thank you, Izzy. Yeah, so fix the slime farm, fix the village, build the blog. Not necessarily in that order. Yeah. How deep are we here? I guess we don't have to build on the ground, do we? Because they can swim. This is doing here. Which way should he face, though? I kind of want him to face that way, I think. Rather than that way. If he faces sideways, I think we get a good angle on him. Okay. Alright, let's go get some junk blocks just so we can kind of measure out. The texture pack you're using is Fateful 32, correct? Yes. At least it should be. Resources. Wait, what? Oh, wait, resource packs, there we go. Yeah, Faithful 32 for Minecraft. This is a manual install, though. You can't get this from the marketplace. You have to download this separately. I forget where I actually got it from. Google should help you out there. But yeah, you can manually install it. Although, be warned, that will break in the next update, probably even in the current update, because they're changing the way particles are stored in texture packs, in resource packs. So they're going to break some of that. In fact, oh no, still working in this one. Still got the little smoke particles, yeah. That kind of stuff, little flame and smoke, that's going to break. Because they're, like I said, they're changing the way they're storing particle effects in texture packs. It's not going to be one file anymore. They're going to be each discrete little discrete files for all the versions. Oh man, I forgot. Working underwater means dealing with these guys. Come on. Hit him! Stupid sword. Alright. Let's just measure out from the shoreline here. Should have enough room. So, put a conduit that will kill them. The conduit only kills them when they're like super duper close to it, though. Like we still got all kinds of zombies and stuff around the turtle, and there's a conduit directly underneath the turtle. So, yeah, they only kill them when they're in like 3 or 4 blocks range of it or something, I think. So yeah, conduit's not that helpful to me. In fact, I might even. No, I guess I don't get the conduit effect over here. A bit too far away. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, okay. So we'll make that, we'll take 1, 2, 3 off that side. 1, 2, 3 on that side, and that takes us to there. Yeah, that's about right. So that's how wide he's going to be, by the way. Like I said, he's going to be giant. I think twice the size of the pre-existing blogs. It'll be quite interesting. Water. So, I did make some basic notes here. 16 front to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't seem right. Let me double check. One, two, three. Well, I guess it is. There are 4 pixels wide. 4 pixels deep, sorry. So yeah. Wow. Wow. This thing's going to be huge. Tried to build an observer run sugarcane farm in Bedrock recently. Doesn't work with the Bedrock redstone. Mine does. That one over there works fine. Sometimes it works fine. Depending on how many glitches are in the current version. Ooh. We might have to do a little jiggery pook here. Ow. How are you guys spawning? You're way too close. Fucking army of them. Ow. What the hell? Oh, these fuckers down here. Why am I still taking damage? Yeah, okay. I wonder if I should leave the inside of him waterlogged. Or should I drain out his legs? You know what? I don't think we have to do any terraforming. Maybe just a little bit near his legs and stuff, but I think it's fine popping out of the earth at this level. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is fill in this level here. That I can work above sea level with a lot less hassle from zombies trying to ping me with their tridents. And then we'll build the legs in afterwards. Oh, didn't quite make it. Come on, nap time before the zombies come. Drain the legs, I think. Yeah. Or I could make the legs transparent, turn them into a leggy aquarium. That could be fun. Probably will drain them though. Otherwise I'll just fill up with gurgling drowned. Alternatively... we could use it as a spawn area and use bubble columns to make this blag vomit out the mobs. So every now and again, something will spawn on his legs, get pulled into a bubble column. We'll bait them with a villager or something, maybe. few alternative ideas. Drown blag, vomiting drowns. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I could get it to work in the way I wanted it to work, because there is a lot of other spawn area in the local. But it would at least be funny. My god, this thing's going to be huge. Blogzilla. Rising from the ocean depths on a mission of vengeance.
Oh boy, oh boy! Oh, hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
German's coming in.
Twitch finally caught up with me.
Hey. Hey. 15 months in a row, Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. What do you mean Twitch caught up with you? Oh, you mean the consecutive month thing, right? It was 12 months, 2 weeks ago. There you go. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Nice to see you getting your full props back. Splash some love in the chat, please, peeps, because that's how we do around here when people resub and sub and stuff and things. Got to drop those blunt love. All the purple hearts. Oh, wow. There's barely anyone here. No wonder barely anyone is splashing love in chat. I thought you guys were being rude, but no. Tell you what, my viewer numbers are really taking a dive recently. It might be because of the stuff I've been streaming. Regulars aren't that interested in it. I don't know. A little bit disheartening though. You like to see, I mean, you know, I never sweat the numbers that much, but I like to see the numbers trickle upwards instead of diving down. Maybe like a third or a quarter of what we would usually get at a Minecraft Sunday. Oh. I guess Minecraft Sunday really hasn't been a thing recently, has it? Zerp. Oh, nailed it that time. Gemma says, well, the eGPU is working really well finally. There's a whole Razer problem and their inability to support their products or their customers. I've never had that much problem with Razer when it comes to that sort of stuff. Actually, we'll keep a little bit of dirt. Alright, so let's bring up my little preview image of the skin again. Alright, so we're going to need greens. I wonder if, yeah, the drowns sort of have the raggedy clothes over the top. I wonder if we should try and do that depth-wise with brown blocks over the green blocks. Let's just build his body completely out of green and then drape the brown over the top of him, maybe. Might look a bit weird and kind of depth we're looking at, you know, 1 block deep and everything, but still. We'll see. I can always come back in and chip out the other stuff and put brown inside anyway. I need to do something about my inventory. Barely any space there. There we go. Alright, so I don't need Silk Chan. I'm not going to need that. Don't need so many torches. Might need my axe. And we are working with dirt, so we'll keep the shovel. Okay. Up, get up, please, get up! Thank you. Man, getting out of the water since they introduced that swimming mechanic is always a bit of a pain in the ass, isn't it? What do you think of Project X Cloud? Never heard of it. Maybe we should go to the Prismarine Farm and collect some more. Yeah, probably will eventually. Certainly. We'll use what we got for now, though. Certainly gonna need some more dark stuff. How does that look just from a texture combo look? Yeah, I mean, that'll sell the effect. Not so bad. Alright, let's figure out how deep we want him to be. How much of his chest is this? Let's see, if I take it sort of nipple height, that means 1, 2, 3, so we got maybe 16 blocks. Oh, I've kind of ruined myself here, haven't I? Zoop, zoop. This guy's gonna be so big. That's just the top, like, third of his torso. Oh, it's gonna be huge. Project X Cloud is Microsoft allowing you to stream Xbox One X 360 from your phone tablets. Yeah, it's not really a thing here. I don't even know if they've enabled it for Australian people or not. And even if they do and will, the internet for most people here is so colossally shit, it's entirely impractical. I don't know whether doing this 3 at a time is going to help me randomize it better or not. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have a Tower of Pimps in this world? I don't think we do yet, no. Or do we? Didn't I put one up somewhere? No, I would have put it up somewhere obvious, so I guess I don't have one yet. Yeah, we should do that too. this is a lot more tedious than I was giving it credit for, because we have to keep switching materials. If you count my gold statue. Well, I mean, that's not sitting on obsidian, though, is it? It's not really a Tower of Pimps unless the base is made of obsidian. Right, let's just do this instead. Damn it. Just kind of doop, doop, doop. Yeah, this is a little bit faster than manually switching and dumping. God damn it. Minecraft, stop. Can you not switch using hotkeys? Yeah, I could, but I almost never use hotkeys for hotbars in games like this. I always use scroll wheel. Build some stairs as well. No, I can't really do that beyond second level, can I? Because I'm going to need to stand here to do it. Just going to have to do things the hard way, I guess. Because most of this is actually going to be covered up by shirts, so maybe we can use a lot of filler here. Yeah, there's only a few gaps in there. Filler might be a good idea. I'm going to put the yeah. Alright, let's just finish up this layer.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Or
Bloggy bloggy, blah 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 blog. This is the song of the Blunty blog. Bloggy bloggy blah 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 blog. All hair blog. He is big. He is blog.
He is big, he is blog indeed. Think of Jamet's 5 on 5 with the $5.01. Alright, let's go fix your grave up. Burn for your sins. Boing. Alright. Alright.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Thank you very much, Fish.
As
26 months in
sure
a
as
row.
Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti.
Where did I put Jamet's grave? Right, it's over here, isn't it? It's one of the, yeah, here it is. This one. Thank you very much, Fish, for 26 months of sub. Boop. Thank you very much. Sure. I guess we'll just use dirt for filler. Makes no sense. That way we can sort of make the tunic multi-level as well. Could have some of the brown layered. Let's just leave a doorway in and out there as well. Is that the smartest way to do that? I guess I'll get the stairs over there. Alright. A bit jank, but it'll do. Finishing up this world, we said new one. Yep. Once the next update comes, and it's all finalized, the Village and Pillage update, I think they called it, isn't it? Once that arrives, we'll start a new world. Haven't decided on a theme or anything like that yet. But I like the idea we were toying with in one of the snapshot survivals we did a few weeks ago. That of finding a village, preferably one near an illager spawner thingy, and turning it into a fortress. I've got a staircase around the outside. Yeah, they're probably smarter. Or just put ladders up the side. We've already got the height at the corner there. We can just throw ladders up that. Okay, let's just stop doing that. You know how you put the Tower of Pimps on the ship from MC Switch and sell to this world? I think keeping it with the underwater theme, I need to submarine somewhere here. Nah. Would you try to live in a world where the land has been set to extreme elevations? It would make for a different challenge. Yeah, I mean, it's been several worlds since I've done extreme. My very, very first world was extreme. It was also passive. No hostile mobs. So yeah, maybe it's time to do extreme again. Yeah, let's get more dirt. Yeah, I think extreme might be a good idea. We'd find like a mountainside village, build into the side of the mountain and down it. Could be cool.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Back I go.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside.
Round the
Round
outside?
the outside. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside. Round the outside. Damn it. It's stuck in my head now.
Would the real Skulkid Ray please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. That's funny because sometimes Skulky pretends to be someone else. Here, go. So what do you reckon for the tip jar gimmick in the new world? Should we do the graveyard again? Third time in a row? Or do you think it's time for a change? Boink. Thank you ever so much. And respects take by 2. TNT stacks. So every time someone donates, you get a TNT block. And then when we close off the world, we explode the whole thing. I'd be worried about lightning strikes. Can lightning set off a TNT block? I think it can it? Then again, our first Blag was made of wool and he survived without lightning strikes, so what are the chances? Graveyard just works. Yeah, I really do like the graveyard. It's fun, it's a little bit morbid, it's sort of super highly visual.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Did someone mention MY name? Add it to my normal grave cheeky smiley face.
Enderman? Enderman can light TNT? Since when? I didn't know that. I've never heard that. Is that a real thing? Kind of want to make a world full of TNT now and spawn some Endermen and see what happens. Make it an underground horde. I mean, if I went underground, it wouldn't be quite so visual, would it? Thank you! Part of the reason I like the graveyard thing is you can see it from basically all over the place. So whenever someone, you know, starts building a tower, you can see it from basically wherever. It's like a constant reminder of their kindness and generosity. It's starting to get ridiculous. Look at that thing. They can pick it up and drop it on fire and lava. Oh, but do they do that by design, or is that just it sometimes happens? Or do they seek out fire and lava whenever they get TNT in their hands? Because frankly, that's kind of funny. To be fair, you don't normally have TNT.
Hi, I'm
just
Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
I forgot how entertaining this was.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're playing this game again today, are we? Thank you again. Beacon of Hope. Beacon of Distraction is what it is. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Sometimes happens. Oh, cool. I've been playing Minecraft for years and years and years. I've never even known that was a thing that could happen, let alone seen it happen. I would love for that to be actually built into mob AI. Thank you! That if you leave TNT just around on a surface, a mob can pick it up, carry it over to the nearest chest, say, and detonate it. But that AI only triggers if you're playing like in hardcore mode or something, just to make it real fun. Maybe illagers could do that, actually. Because illagers are, you know, they're not undead. They're not groany monsters and stuff. They are, you know, sentient beings. They're evil and mean, but they're sentient. So maybe...
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Mammoth coming in. 16 months in a row, thank you very much.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say live and let live. You know you did. You know you did. You know you did. But if this ever-changing world in which we live you give in and cry, subscribe to Blunty.
Live and let die!
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Damn it, jammies. Can't the man do some work? Also, thanks for the aditonal block.
Oh shit. I've just realized what I did there. I was on automatic pilot there. I was on automatic pilot there.
Here we go again.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Jammets. That was you, the last one. I added the Skull Kid accidentally, who just did it there. And, okay, so... Skull Kid's already there. The one just happened is already there. I just did it there. What I meant to do is put one on Jammets. I'm sorry! Give me some derps in chat for that one. That's a high derp mistake, right? Oh, actually, we should grab Izzy's as well. Zoop. Oop. So sorry. Boink. Thank you ever so much. Retroactive, thank you. And Izzy. Boink. Thank you. Respect steak! In all directions! We done now? Can I get some work done now? Thanks. Boing. It would be cool if villagers would place down TNT if you build walls around a village. Oh yeah. That'd be a bitch move, wouldn't it? Although frankly, villagers are pretty aggressive already. I don't think they need much buffing. If they catch you off guard, and just at the wrong time, like what happened a few weeks ago on our survival snapshot stream, that first group of villagers kicked my head in. You like using TNT to get past your wall. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think that would make him a little OP though. I guess unless of course you built your wall out of obsidian. Then they'd be screwed. You'd still make a mess of the outside though. And I suppose they'd eventually blow up enough to get under it.
Fuck it. This should get me to 42, or thereabouts. Now where to get a dragon's head?
Thank you ever so much. Why? If you were prepared to donate that much, why didn't you dribble it out over the whole stream and drive me fucking insane? That would have been the... I guess thank you for your kindness. Not just because of the lump sum of 90 quid, but also for not dribbling it out in 9 different donations. Hang on a sec. I mean, did you want it in gold blocks? Because it's a diamond by default at this level. But I'm guessing you're going to want it in gold blocks. Gold all the way? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Oh, geez, we're nearly out of gold blocks too. Save some pain and complains you're not punishing enough. I just, you know, I did thank you for saving me the pain. I'm just saying, it's out of character for you to be that... damn, I'm out of dirt. To do that when you could have stretched the comedy. Yep. Nope. Bloody hell. Look at the view from this height. It's insanity. Insanity. Thank you ever so much, Scott. Well, as I don't like to be outdone, I'll eke mine out over the stream. See, that was my mistake. I thought, well, he's just done it now. Psh, he's done. Now I can mention the alternate path that could have taken, and I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I forgot there's still other people here actively doing their thing. Playing on my new 3DS. Boshy, how you doing? You mean you have a new 3DS? As in a brand new one? Or it's the new model, which is now 3 years old, or whatever it is? Actually, I just read the other day that they've discontinued Minecraft on the new 3DS. That didn't take long, did it? That lasted for all of about a year before they gave up on it. The new model, right, okay. Yeah, the 3DS is kind of officially dead now. I've seen stories over the past couple of days about how the decline has officially started and has sped up in regards to what's coming out for it and how rapidly and how many people are still playing it, things like that. Just confused what's all dirt. I'm just using dirt as filler because we're going to put a jacket rags on the outside basically. So if we could use Prismarine for his body here, the torso, but there's little point if we're going to cover most of it up with the raggedy clothing he wears on the outside anyway. So I figured this was just a cheaper way to do it. Preserve as much Prismarine as possible for the head and the arms. And a good portion of the legs actually as well. Yeah, it's just the rewrite of code for put it together. Yeah. And did I say they're keeping support for 3DS? Well, I mean, support means if there's a problem, they'll fix it by warranty and things like that, and they're not turning off whatever live services are on there yet. Support doesn't mean it's still alive as a system. Yeah, the Wii U version lasted longer. I think because the Wii U version had a much larger player base than the 3DS version. Holy
Hey,
moly.
pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
3 years! years!
OMG 3-year, shocked face.
Can we get triple the amount of hearty appreciation type emoticons in the chat, please? As Xfall stomps in with 3 years. By the way, current subscription tier is tier 3, which is way above what you really should be paying for a streamer like me. So, quadruple the amount of hearts and stuff you pop in chat there, please, for the incredible support there. How you doing, man? You doing well? Hope you're doing well. Alright, let me just scroll up and check, because I think we had a couple of new people pop in before all the spam happened. Pamara, I thought I saw your name there. How you doing? I didn't say hello to you properly when you came in. Just wanted to do that. Just arrives. How you doing? How's life treating you? Haven't spoken to you much recently because I haven't really had the time and opportunity to hang around in Ali's chat too much the past couple of weeks. Been too distracted by other stuff. Dropped into Sassa's a couple of nights ago. I actually haven't been to Sassa's stream in a while. Not for any particular reason other than I guess the timing never matched up with how I was doing it when I was doing it. Okay, slightly mistargeted there. Scream! Drifting. So hands up in chat, who's been jumping on the Apex bandwagon? I don't think too many of my regulars around here are likely to have, but I've been curious to give it a go, seeing as it seems like the big deal thing right now. And it does do away with one of the reasons I hated playing Fortnite so much, and that is the stupid building mechanic where everyone just goes flick, 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 walls everywhere as soon as they get hit once. It's such a bullshit game mechanic. But Apex doesn't have that. Apex is a more traditional shooter. If you get shot, just run for normal cover. And don't just hit a macro key and suddenly build a fucking hotel around your face. Apex Legends. The new free-to-play Battle Royale game from EA. Has been mixed, really depends on the squad. Yeah, that's the other thing that keeps me away from it. Being forced to play in a squad of 3. I don't like that idea. Hopefully they'll add solos before too much longer. That way, I can give it a go without the psychological pressure of having to cooperate as a team, or letting people down, or having them let me down. But then again, there is that nice revive function, yeah. So there is quite a benefit in sticking together as a team. I'm playing Serious Sam because it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I was playing some Serious Sam in VR the other day when I was testing the Radiant 7 in VR. Fishes, I was killed and a squatty dived out of cover to get my tag. Through his letter, I was back in the game. Oh, that's right, yeah, because the revival doesn't work like revival in, say, like Division 2. They have to get, like, a piece of loot and take it to a special spot to revive you, right? There's like a machine or something. Odd way to do that, but I can see the way that ups the ante and risk. I wonder if it'll affect Fortnite. Something has to eventually... Yeah, I mean, Fortnite was never going to go on forever. There was always going to be something sooner or later that did what Fortnite does, but in a way that people responded to even stronger. I tweeted this out a couple of days ago, but I know for a fact that several Fortnite streamers that I've spoken to, all except one actually, but the guys who stream Fortnite on a regular basis, I spoke to them about this at PAX Australia and stuff, and all of them basically said they fucking hated Fortnite, but they kind of, quote unquote, had to keep playing it because that was how they were getting their views and their subs, and, you know. And if you're a full-time streamer, that's something you might feel like you have to do. That is also, by the way, why I have never specialized in one particular game on my stream. Because if I ever want to stop playing it, I'd lose, you know, most of the audience who just came. Like, this is a classic example. There are people amongst our regulars who only like the Minecraft streams or only come to the Pokemon streams, and that's fine. But there was no reason, there was no way under the sun I would do just Minecraft or just Pokemon. Because yeah, like this happening with these Fortnite people. If I ever get bored of it or just want to play something different, it feels like I'm doing myself damage as far as ability to, you know, maintain a stream that is part of my livelihood. In my case, you know, the stream isn't really part of my livelihood. It does help. It does supplement somewhat, especially on those sort of months where people get extra generous and whatnot. But most of my income is the YouTube and some other side gigs. But if I was a full-time streamer, or even a part-time streamer but doing this like every evening or something, it would weigh on you heavily if you are choosing to play a game you know for a fact won't bring in an audience as big as when you're doing Fortnite. So I think part of the reason why Apex Legends has spiked so suddenly is because it sort of snowballed and it gave all these Fortnite streamers who hate playing Fortnite an excuse not to play it. Because this is the quote-unquote new hot thing, and sort of semi-inorganically and partly organically swelled from that kind of a feedback loop. People were eager for something to replace Fortnite, and that kind of snowballed and sort of, yeah, like I said, created kind of a feedback loop to rapidly boost its popularity, mainly because people are so fucking tired of Fortnite that felt like they couldn't walk away from it. The same thing is true of some Minecraft YouTubers. I'm not going to name names to throw anyone on the bus, but I know a couple of guys who are just really bored with Minecraft, but they've built their entire YouTube channel around Minecraft content, and every single time they've tried to do something different, even if it's in the same genre, even if it's a survival buildy type game, that they get a fraction of the views they usually do. And it's got to be frustrating. It just has to be so frustrating. Alright, let's find the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good, yep. Alright, let's carve out. How much space do we need for his little V-neck? It's 1, 2, 3... kind of 3 blocks off center. And 2 blocks down. I'm not going to sort of clone the skin precisely, because it won't work in the scale, but that's kind of ish. For his little V-neck action here. wait for Fortnite to die, then maybe I can play a game with my friends that is a Fortnite. Yeah, there's that too. There's lots of people out there who hate playing Fortnite, but if they don't play Fortnite, they don't get to hang out with their friends. That's the other thing too. So it's not just streamers, but it's that regular people who just only play Fortnite because that's the social connection they have with their friends. Blag is a drunk. No, Blag is drowned this time. We're gonna make him a drowned. One of the YouTubers like Jesse Cox started as a WoW streamer and made a choice to leave WoW and become a variety streamer. It hammered his numbers. Yeah. 2 years worth, yeah. No, there's another Australian streamer, and again, I'm not going to name names just to throw them under the microscope. But they were specializing in one particular game as well, and I spoke to them 3 years ago at PAX Australia. And I strongly encouraged them to slowly dribble in more and more variety. Because they were complaining, like I said before, they're the same complaints. They were complaining about feeling forced to play the same game every fucking day. And it was just grinding on them, and it wasn't as fun for them anymore. And if you're not having fun doing this stuff, your content's going to suffer. Because part of the joy of this kind of stuff is genuine emotion and enthusiasm coming through to you guys. This is all raw, genuine, person-to-person kind of stuff. It's not scripted and shit like that. That's part of the appeal of this kind of stuff. It's okay, Monty, you can name Paul. No, I don't think it was him. I mean, he faced the same thing. He was a Minecraft specialist for a long time, and then he spun out in variety, but no, I've never actually spoken to Paul. I think I would like to someday. I think he and I would get along. But yeah, I encouraged the person I was talking about to incorporate more and more variety, and he slowly did over time. And his audience did dip, but then eventually it started building back up again, and they told me quite recently they've never been happier with how they get to do. So yeah, the strongest piece of advice I have for any streamer or wannabe streamer out there, or YouTuber for that matter, is never ever ever specialize. Never hyper specialize. You can specialize in gaming. You can specialize in first person shooters, or there are some YouTubers out there who I've been watching a lot of recently because of Anthem, who generally specialize in looter shooters. So they play a lot of Division, Destiny, and stuff like that. But it's never just one. Because if that game goes bork or the community goes upside down, you're stuffed. You're always going to have something else that holds you up. Alright, so that's going to be sort of the chest type that's backing out. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah. How shall we have his arms? Is the next question. I feel like straight out. Straight out's always a good way to go. It's going to look quite dramatic overreaching all of this as well. Alright, but we're going to want small brown variety. Is it coming in with 500 bit of Rudies? Which means, what was the 500? It's a zombie head. If a game breaks you into the streaming site, i.e. you rode that Fortnite to a few thousand subs, don't be loyal to it because it could fall apart. Exactly, yeah. Fortnite may be your bread and butter, but no game lasts forever. And sooner or later, the audience is going to start dwindling. It may happen fast, it may happen slow. I mean, there's a fraction of StarCraft streamers that there used to be, for example. That game is still going pretty strong in certain parts of the world, but globally, it's dropped off a lot. Even World of Warcraft, I think it's fair to say about World of Warcraft, there used to be a lot more content creators doing WoW stuff. Alright, is he? Boink. Nice little symmetry there. Just noticed you don't have a cup anymore. Yeah, I took the cup away. The latest sort of overlay design, I tried to go super duper duper simple and clean. But ever since I have gotten rid of the cup, I have found that cheers have dropped off dramatically as well. I didn't think the cup was making that much encouragement of people to cheer, but apparently you guys do like seeing the cup splash, so maybe I should bring it back. Where's the sun? Okay. What was it? I was looking for brown. Alright, maybe we should make some brown concrete as well to mix in with the dirt for a bit different texture. Yeah, those look alright next to each other. Yeah, let's make some brown concrete. Just like a stack to begin with. Or maybe 4 stacks. Oh, I do not have any brown dye. I did set up that cocoa farm last time we played, didn't I? Or was that in a different... No, I did. There it is. Couldn't remember whether I built the cocoa farm in this world or one of the modded worlds. It must have been this one. And it is. Well, you say that, but there are 60k watching WoW. I'm bidding up PUBG and CSGO. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's hardly small, but I think as a content creator community, it's much smaller than it used to be. I think it's fair to say. Oh! Look out now. 1,000. And yep, that's a creeper hit. That's a creeper hit. Thank you ever so much. Just let me finish harvesting these and we'll pop over to the graveyard. And slap that up for you. Oh, garbage truck. And a yelly garbage man today. Can you guys hear that? Keep coming! Keep coming! Ah! Whoa! Everyone say hello to the garbage truck. Let's listen to find out which garbage truck it is. Is it the recyclables or the trash or the glass today? Can't tell which garbage truck that is. It's a noisy one, though. A bit yelly, though. Zombie! 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 Bah, bah. Yep. Wait, did I do that? Creeper. What was I saying? Zombie. My brain got crosswired. Thank you, Izzy. I didn't actually hear that garbage truck dump anything. There was a lot of whirring and pneumatics, but I didn't hear anything actually empty out. That was weird. Maybe they gave up. Maybe it's the Pillow Recyclers. Pillow Recyclers. That'd be a great name for a band, wouldn't it? Hello, Cleveland. We are the Pillow Recyclers. All right. Let me. I got a dump room. Need one of those. Okay. Brown concrete powder. Gazerp. How tall is Bly going to be? Well, that's the top sort of third of his torso. The rest is going to be underwater. And his head is probably going to stand at least that tall, I think. Let me do the math. How many pixels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the head's going to be at least that tall. Although the chin does overhang a little bit. But I think we'll just sit it on top because otherwise it looks a bit weird in these giant models. So yeah, it's going to be about twice that height. It's going to be sitting, the top of his head's going to be up there somewhere. It's crazy. Alright. Yeah, I think we'll turn this into regular concrete. Otherwise we're going to have all gravity problems. Won't be quite as textured, but still. What is the tube again in the chest room? Oh, that's part of the auto smelter. So underneath the floor there's a bunch of furnaces. And a couple of chests near the front gate there feed fuel and items into those. And when they're smelted, they go up through the tube and over and drop down again. For no other reason than I thought it would be cool. I think they've changed the sound it makes when I play sand. Or jump on sand, at least. So Blag is going to be as big as your slime spawner is deep. Man, probably not far away. Also generate a ton of salt. Yeah, sure did. Had a few problems with that auto smelter system. The new water mechanics and misbehaving redstone. Hope you're gonna dress the spawn chunk once it's done. I mean the slime spawn chunks. Yeah, we're gonna. Now that it's actually working, I'm gonna make that look good as in the original plan. I keep forgetting I can't pick up water in a bucket if I'm standing in it. It's so frustrating. Skulkin's tower. It looks so weird. And from this sort of angle. I didn't know you put the water on top. Every time I tried, I slip on the water and fall down around blocks. Yeah, the water's tried to push me off a few times as well. The trick is you gotta crouch. Actually, I think we'll keep a combination of powdered and solidified concrete. away some stuff. Nom nom. Stop strutting your around the clock of the walk. I mean, if you got it, flaunt it. Let's actually get some ladders at this point as well. Make my life a little bit easier. I don't have... Did I accidentally get 2 buckets? Ladders. 17 is not enough. 64, there we go. As he says, I don't know why you're the only streamer I know who loves concrete so much. It's great luck. I don't know. Maybe the other Minecrafters you watch are just a bit too old school. I think concrete's one of the best things I've ever done. Alrighty. Here comes the tricky part. Get that about there. Alright, so how big do we want these arms? They're 4 across. We need to go like 16 down? Really? No, that can't be right.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, "Do you speak my language?" Quote, he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich and he said, I come from a land down under where beer does flow and men chunder.
Thank you ever so much. Spanky Bear for 20 months in a row. Prime sub right there. Get some love in the chat, please, guys. Splash it down. Alright. And I guess the sleeve on the right side is kind of short, so we'll only go kind of out to there before we start on the green, maybe. Concrete powder. Coolsies. And I need to go back out, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Even his arms are going to be huge. Easy, thank you very much. What do we got there? Skelly face! What are you going to go through them all? Zerp! I'm stuck. How about building one wet and one dry? Both spawners are in one. Huh? Don't think Twitch is quite caught up with itself yet. Everyone is resubbing for 0 months in a row, according to chat. Yeah, the new method of accumulating number of months subbed, instead of continuous, it's complete. So if you do 10 months sub and then you not subbed 5 months and then you sub for another 2 months, it still counts as 12 months. But to do that, they gave everyone a re-trigger. So even if your sub hasn't renewed, it's giving you the opportunity to go, hey, I've just resubbed. It's just a side effect of them changing the internal system. Skellyface. So not all the alerts we're getting today are necessarily people who've just resubbed, but we're going to thank them like they are anyway, because there's no way for me to tell one or the other. Zerp. Thank you. How do you even get concrete powder? Gravel and sand and some kind of dye, if you want a particular color. That will get you concrete powder. And then you expose concrete powder to water, which I do by building a big tower of the concrete powder and pouring a bucket of water down it. As soon as the water touches it, it turns into the solid concrete, which gives you extremely smooth textures. That's concrete right there. That's concrete right there. Or you can use the powder stuff, which has gravity like sand and gravel do, but has a coarser texture. And that also comes in all the different colours. It's a fantastic addition to the game. Alright, so let's... I don't know, they look a bit skinny. I guess by the time we build it up it won't be though. It's going to be all of that. Yeah, it's fine. You can always make them bigger if they don't look quite right. Whoop. It's Groundhog subs! We're actually making a sequel to Groundhog Day in the form of a VR game for PlayStation VR. No idea whether it's going to come to PC for VR yet, but it's very, very weird. It's based on his son, apparently, having to deal with the same kind of Groundhog thing, day repeating. Okay. Oops. Knew that happened sooner or later. Yeah, see? Instantly turned into concrete as soon as it touched the water. Knew I was going to make that little mistake sooner or later. Out of granite. Well, Twitter just told me you're live. Twitter? Never heard of Twitter being so delayed. Wait, what? Oh, there it is. Maybe a little more concrete in the general mix. Yeah. Let's pop some of this. Smack in some more concrete. A little bit denser with concrete. Thank you. Super Squirtle Emily. Excellent choice of username. Squirtle is the win. to do that edge, do I? Or this edge for that matter, because this is covered. Chicken. I see you, spy chicken. Did that me the day as well? By the time the notification popped up on my phone, the stream was already over. On Twitter. You don't mean Twitch, do you? Like a Twitch notification? Because Twitter doesn't... Weird. Skullkiss Mag. Sandy's being Uber Eat right now. Gonna get around a bath and see if I can't move it along. Okay. Yeah. Breathe deep. Do a little meditation. See what you can do to get under control. Sorry you're feeling poopies. Yeah, mine hasn't been too bad recently. Been a bit irritable because of the new diet, but aside from that, the general anxiety has not been too rough. I still feel like we need way more concrete. We'll go mostly concrete, with just the occasional bit of everything else. Bulbasaur's those kind of stuff at me. It's just not true. It's just a lie. I don't know why you're trying to start fights like that, but it's insanity. Squirtle is clearly the best. Anyone who thinks otherwise is in deep need of some serious just psychological adjustment, really. Bum, bum, bum. Twitter gives me notifications from time to time and you pop up frequently. Twitch is always on time though. Huh. How odd. No point in using the powdered up here, it'll just fall through. I guess we don't need to worry about the shoulders too much because we're barely ever going to see the top of the shoulders, are we? This thing as big as it is.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer.
I
I'll buy
missed.
those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
It would be a shame to be stopped from working now, would it?
It's alright, I fell off anyway, just as it happened. I was trying to dive back into the space there and I missed. Didn't finesse it enough. Nice try though, Izzy. Nice try. What I'm working on? I'm working on a blog. I don't remember whether you're around in my streams though in the previous Minecraft world, but every Minecraft world I have, we build what we call the blog. And the Blarg is a giant zombie. So that's his chest we're building right now. In this case, it's going to be a drowned zombie. Was a lapis donation right there. Yeah, Blarg is one of the things I consider one of my personal touches in my worlds. I always like to have a Blarg in the world overlooking things. Boop! Thank you, Izzy. Respect stack. I usually build a library as well, although we haven't done in this case. Oh, well, maybe we can do that with a slime farm. I'll have a slime farm / library. That's what we can do with the walls of it. We can cover them in bookshelves and stuff. Put the slime farm in the middle of the library. And I also usually have a Tower of Pimps somewhere in the world, because one of the main reasons I got into Minecraft a fistful of years ago is watching the Achievement Hunters. Oh, the Iron Farm is still working. Yeah. Watching Achievement Hunters play Minecraft, and I thought, well, they're about my age. They seem to be having a ton of fun in Minecraft. Maybe I should check it out, after avoiding it for years, thinking it was just some stupid little thing for kids. So the Iron Farm is ticking along. Not particularly swiftly, but it is ticking along. Going about reading glasses again? No, I won't, because this library won't be made of glass. Jamet has no sense of humour. In my last world, I built a massive glass dome for my library. And I called it the reading glasses, because it was made of glass and you went there to read. And that's clever. But Jamet has never stopped pissing and whining about it. Whoops. Slime. Oh, Slimebury. That's a good one. I like that. Slimebury. Alright, can I make this jump, I wonder? Now taking bets. Nope! I sprinted off the edge before I hit the jump button, was the problem there. Oh, jumped too far then. Come on. Ah! Hi! I'm determined. I can make that jump, I'm sure of it. Oh shit. Fell off the ladder. Good start. Alright. This time for sure. Watch my skills. Jumps! Nailed it. Right, what did I don't remember why I came inside this. Giggity. Oh, yes I do. I wanted to do a little raggedy stuff. Just to make his shirt look a bit torn and stuff, you know what I mean? That should sell it enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this so we don't accidentally make a spawner in here. I should probably make a staircase up to this as well so we can get up and down it. Or ladders. Right, but for now, let's switch out our tool set. Just started thinking about this, but would a living skeleton be a type of zombie? Not in Minecraft, I mean in general fiction. What? You mean, do skeletons count as zombies? Because they used to be a living person, but now they're not, but they're still animated. Yeah, I've heard that debate before, actually. I don't know where I fall on it. I don't know. Are spooky skellies technically zombies? Hope the super duper back finally rests. Yeah, me too. I mean, the last time I heard them talk about it, it sounded like they had a bit of a setback and had to sort of start redoing some stuff. I don't know if that's delayed them by a lot or a little, but yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Then again, we are getting Hightail probably this year. We'll certainly get a beta this year. And Hightail kind of already has some of the super duper type stuff in it, in that the rendering engine is bespoke, and there's already things like moving grass and ability to do blending of textures and RGB lighting and things like that. And is it too little too late? I did get accepted into the beta for Hightail, by the way. I got an email about that about a week or two ago, saying congratulations, when we're ready to launch the beta, you're in. So hopefully they don't have any weird restrictions on streaming. Mouth just might have to bed now. Alright, mate. Good night. Thanks again for the support. This might be a disaster. I'm going to attempt to switch from Twitch on Windows through eGPU to Twitch on Mac through eGPU. I'll see you in a minute. Good luck! Alright, so we need to work out how long these arms need to be in total. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So normally 11 pixels. Is that right? 11? Count again. I guess it is 11, which means if we're doing by 4 here, we need to go out 44. That seems a long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 44 seems like a long arm. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 4. That seems quite long. Let's have a look at that length from the ground. Well, shit! Didn't quite jump far enough.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
El Nero Diablo, 20 months.
Holy carp, 20 months already.
Indeed. Many carps of holiness. 20 months. Thank you very much, mate. Can we get some love in the chat, please, guys? I think it would depend on how Hightail turns out. Has a lot of potential. Yeah, Hightail has a lot of potential. Yeah, these arms seem way too long. Way too long. I think we might sort of stop about there. Come on. I hope Hightail lets me sleep whenever I fucking want to. Yeah, I think... What about there would be a good place to stop. Weird things happen to scale when you do things like this. Whoops. You can always make it longer again if we decide that it looks weird, too short. Gemma says, okay, that was actually not too bad. Hooray! Success. How black would be ginormous, so would be normal to have big arms. Yeah, but like I said, there's weird things happen to scale when you go this big, and sometimes what is technically correct doesn't quite look right. But like I said, I mean, this is just, you know, a square of stuff. We can always push it out again if we need to. It's an easy job to make, but just on sort of visual instinct, how about this? I think I might build the frame. It might give us a better idea about the kind of scale we're dealing with here. That's all right. Stop it. Stop it. This is why people try their builds on credit first. Yeah, people with no confidence do that. Wusses do that. Cowards. Oh, one too high. I had a feeling I might have gone one too high. Come on, you can do it. Nope. Come on, you finicky bitch. Call them cards, I call them clever. Well, what's clever about doing the work twice? Just do it once. Do the work once. There we go. Alright. Let's see if that makes things look right. Certainly seems about right from the side. Yeah, that feels about right. Just from perspective. Let's go down here and look at it. And zerp. It does seem a little bit short from this angle, doesn't it? Let's go like maybe 3 more blocks out. Or maybe he just has short fat arms. Yeah. Let's just fill it out at this length and see how we feel. But I feel like it's looking pretty good. How am I done for materials? I should probably grab some more. Just while we're at ground level. Oh, I should take a break. Any minute now, Moobot's going to remind me it's time to take a break. So I'm going to get ahead of Moobot. So I'm going to get up, get a fresh drink. When we come back, work continues. Good stretch. BRBs!